another video. Peace be upon everybody. Peace be upon the people of the book. Um, this is something that a lot of my people in the black community suffer from. People that come back home from war suffer from. Like a lot of stuff that we seen growing up, especially in the black community, we thought it was normal and it wasn't. Something called PTSD, right? Post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSS, post-traumatic slave syndrome, right? A lot of us definitely suffer from that as well. Um, okay, so where do I start, man? So I'm gonna just be real with everybody. This is definitely something. When I went to therapy, I got diagnosed with it. This isn't something to really flex. This isn't something to really glorify, because you see nowadays everybody says, "Oh, I have PTSD. I have PTSD." Like they self-diagnose themselves without getting help, right? So one of the first things that I'm gonna say is like a lot of us, we didn't even know what it was. We didn't know like, oh, like when we going through the little, I like to call it like an episode or whatever, or like a, yeah, episode, I'm gonna say. We didn't know what it was. A lot of the times I would just get disassociated and avoid, the avoidance symptoms and things of that nature. People, like everybody would just see how fast my mood would change, because I just had like a traumatic event replay in my mind. People would ask me what's wrong with me, and I'm sitting there like, I don't even know. And I'm gonna say that again, I don't know. So anybody who experiences this and has symptoms of PTSD, like you don't know what's wrong with you. Why are you so quiet now? Your mood just changed. What's wrong? I don't even know what's wrong with me. I just had a bad memory of something that happened to me, or so like a reoccurring event that hit me. It's like, and this happened to me last night. Like for those who aren't Muslim, right? We in Ramadan, so we really trying to be on our best behavior, and we're trying to be better. And my mouth. But yeah, we just trying to be better. So last night, I was chilling. Like I'm on the phone with the guys. We laughing, we kikiing. A reoccurring event that was so traumatic in my life, wallahi, just replayed in my mind, out of nowhere. And all of a sudden, my mood just changed. Boom. And I'm all sluggish now. I'm disassociated, and I'm just not I'm not in the same state that I just was in. I just broke my fast. Like I should be happy. Like I just broke my fast. I asked God to accept my fast and eating, and I should be mad happy that food is. You feel me? And I just get to thinking about certain things that happened in my life. It's like, dang, like getting disassociated. But now I'm catching on to it. What I'm trying to say? I'm catching on to, okay, like this. I'm self-identifying what's happening to me. Because when I was younger, I didn't know how to deal with it. I would just sit in it, right? And PTSD is like you have a lot of nightmares, and you don't really like to socialize with people. And I really had to sit back and think, like, yo, why do I not like big crowds of people? Even going to the masjid, even going to the mosque. Like, because, I grew up in the early 2000s and I'm a Muslim. So that during that time period specifically, a lot of Muslims were being killed. A lot of Muslim women were getting hurt. A lot of kids in school were getting bullied. Wallahi, I'm seeing this. For those who are new, it was a point in time I didn't want to tell people that I was a Muslim. But I had to walk around my sister. And anybody who tried us, what do we have? We had to get it on. Even the Somalians. True story. Them Somalians, back in the day, them Somalians used to, what? Oh, your last name Muhammad? Look at his last name Mohammed. And okay, I'm going to show you. You get what I'm trying to say? So, growing up in an environment like that, it teaches you to have your head on the swivel at all times, even at the masjid. A lot of people don't realize this too. If you in a church, you in a mosque, there's informants. A lot of y'all don't want to hear this, but everybody ain't your brother, right? Especially in the Muslim community, there definitely be some informants in the mat. He might be praying next to you, but he got on the kofi and the throw, but it look real good though. He make it look real performative. My great grandfather Harry Buffins, may God have mercy on him. He caught an informant. My mom told me the story recently. She's like he was a white man, and Oh, salam alaikum, rahmatullah. He's saying everything well, but my great grandpa, right? He was a Marine Corps, so he would catch on to certain things, and he was like, I'm not really feeling him. Long story short, he had that wire on his back. He had that wire right here. So having or just experiencing certain things just make you want to put your head on the swivel, and especially us as black men, we literally get shamed on for just existing. We come out the womb a suspect. We come out the womb an adult, especially black women too. I'm not even trying to leave y'all out. You know what I'm trying to say? And even this is what happens when you don't treat your PTSD and don't get help. Because a lot of us, I'm telling y'all, a lot of us, probably majority of Black America has this. You see somebody who you once loved, right? Getting brutally beaten by police. You see somebody, one of your homies who you was just chilling with, somebody killed him. Like this is stuff that really happened in a rap. I forgot the rapper name. I feel like I brought this up already. Z Herbo. He brings it up a lot. He helped me. A stranger helped me identify PTSD in my own life, and especially if you have like car PTSD. There's different types of PTSDs. With car PTSD, that's something I don't play with. Everybody put on their seatbelt. You see the speed limit? Okay, go a little bit above the speed limit, probably like 4 or 5 over. Going 10 over, no. Slow this car down, especially on the highway. And people in Florida cannot drive at all. Slow this car down. I lost people because of that. You get what I'm trying to say? Like I went through such a traumatic event. One of my brother's friends passed away in a car accident, and the day before, he graduated. You get what I'm trying to say? And when I heard this news, I felt like I lost my mind. Like genuinely, I lost my mind. I wasn't on earth no more. I was so disassociated from life. Anytime somebody left the house, I'm getting anxious. And I'm like, damn, are you gonna come back? You understand what I'm trying to say? Like, yeah. So me going to therapy, they said I got I'm not, forgive me for oversharing, but I have PTSD and I have GAD, generalized anxiety disorder. Someone who always in a worrisome state. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. Yeah, I'm tall, I'm 6'2", 6'3", mean mugging, do-rag, right? I'll be worried. Right? Everywhere, it's to a point now, I don't even like people standing behind me, y'all. Every time I'm in a car and I'm driving and I'm parked somewhere, I'm looking out both of the rear view mirrors. Like, all the time. Like, cause we're in a world now where I might get mistaken for a suspect, or I might get mistaken for an op. And this is a true story. I was at Winn Dixie one time. I'm really putting stuff in the back seat, in the trunk. I sit in the car, and I'm just chilling. The man, he already pulled out. It's a black boy. He got on weights, the typical Florida boy look. He pulled out. He reversed the car right back in the parking spot. Look at my car like this, and we lock eyes. Like I look up because you feel it. He looked at me, and he just pulled off. I'm like, oh, he must have thought I was somebody. You get what I'm trying to say? Just like that. You got to keep your head on the swivel at all times. Like it's crazy out here, bro. It's crazy. But I'll say this: for the people who struggle with this, don't sit in it. Drugging it up ain't even gonna work. If anything, that's making it worse. You even more in an anxious state. Especially if you twist it and it's a bunch of, what I'm trying to say? Are you already in a state of worry? In a state of, hypervigilance. I'm very hypervigilant. I don't know about y'all, but I really don't like people behind me. Right? You ever see somebody get robbed in your face? Like, is it something to brag about? But these are things that I experienced. This was like my first year in Florida at the high school. I went to a city public high school. My freshman year, I'm going in the hallway. I got both of my headphones in my ear. As soon as you open the door, I'm seeing a boy get robbed right in front of me. The boy who, both of them stopped because somebody opening the door. I feel like time stopped. We all three was just locking eyes. And the boy that's robbing me said, in the words of the Florida boys, you straight, Jit? I said, I didn't even say nothing. I just remember just turning around and just walking out. And he probably continued just taking everything out of his pockets. But ever since that day, I'm like, nah, Justin, leave one headphone out. Because these people not playing fair. Even your own. They're not playing fair at all. Imagine you getting robbed in the middle of the hallway during passing hours, like passing times where people gotta get to class and to lunch, whatever. I forgot what it was. But I'm like, nah. May God protect me from that. One headphone, the wired headphones, right? One out, one in. Like, you get what I'm trying to say? Like, this is things that you really, like, I really seen this in real life, and people be so confused on, like, when I was a teenager, oh, why are you so sullen? Why are you so quiet? It's like, I don't even know why. I just seen too much. This isn't an excuse. I used to make that as an excuse for why I was so disassociated from everybody and why I didn't deal with it. I'm dealing with it now because last night I was so proud of myself. I'm like, nah, I'm identifying the moment that I'm dealing with. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, I'm okay. I'm having a little PTSD like symptoms moment, also known as a little episode. I caught myself. I'm like, all right, let me do some pray more, or you know, recently I started putting on like some yoga sounds, and I'm just sitting there. I'm trying to be in a state that I'm really supposed to be in. I'm not supposed to be in that type of state, bro, because it happened already. And I'm not saying like what's the word, like let down or not let down, but what's the word I'm trying to say? Like ignore it. I'm not ignoring it. I'm identifying it. Like nah, like let me get out of it. I'm done sitting in it. Cause sitting in it just creates me to be more numb. And if you understand what I'm saying, you understand what I'm saying. Cause PTSD is really real, bro. It's real. To the point that where like it leaves you stuck. Why like literally I felt stuck for so long. And I'm gonna be real with y'all. When it came to even driving, bro, I'm like, nah, I ain't driving, bro. But I always wanted to drive. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. Like I say, it makes you avoid things. Me, nah, Lord tells us, head on, face on with your reality. This is what Ramadan is for, right? For all the Muslims, right? You can't blame Shaitan on why shackles is on you. No. You gotta fight through it. Only the strong survive, man. Built to last. Wallahi. Be built to last, bro. Cause it's gonna get tough. PTSD is not like if you gotta cry it out, cry it out. If you gotta sit there and meditate it out, meditate it out. If you gotta talk to somebody, black man specifically, talk to somebody. Black woman, talk to somebody who you trust. You get what I'm trying to say? Cause it's real, man. Nobody should be going through that alone. It feels so weird. Like when your chest be all like this, your mind is like I know I say this disassociated word a lot, but your mind is disassociated from everything. Disassociated from your goals, disassociated from your reality because you're so stuck on an event that happened so long ago. And I'm not saying that it's like your feelings are valid, but don't just sit in it. Because you're gonna be 30 years old and because this happened. Nah, I can't. I gotta fight my PTSD. I gotta fight my general anxiety disorder, my generalized anxiety disorder. I gotta fight it. And they asked me right when I went to therapy. They brought up pills. They brought up that stuff. I said, nah. People who do it, do it. Me, I don't trust the pharmaceutical stuff. Started watching more Dr. Sebi. Started watching more things like holistic remedies and things of that nature. Cause like anxiety is real, man. Social anxiety is real. It's all real. If I was to tell myself 10 years ago, yo, Josh, said you really put a camera up and you talking to the world about what you are experiencing, he would be like, what? Like my 14-year-old self, wallahi, he'd be like, what? Yeah, that's what we doing, Josh here. And we not okay, and we okay about it, cause we transformed our minds to know it's okay to not be okay. You get what I'm trying to say? And I wish a lot of black people did go seek professional help. Because they're there to, some of them, not all of them, but they're there to help you. Because sitting in your PTSD, I'm telling y'all, bro, you're literally sitting in it. Like I said, just sitting in your traumatic stress. And that's not okay, bro. It's not okay for anybody. Like, for example, I brought up how the brothers be coming back home from war and they just go straight to the substances. Especially our grandparents' generation. They went, they went to Vietnam, they come back and they on that chronic or cocaine and bro, the needles in the early 70s, bro. Heroin and all that. Like, yeah, they think that's gonna numb it away, and it's like, no, you're just numbing yourself even more. The drugs ain't gonna help you fight that PTSD, bro. I'm telling y'all, bro. And everybody isn't a Muslim. Everybody doesn't prescribe to a way of life, but my way of life tells me complain to your suffering only to God. Complain to God, and if you do gotta talk to people, talk to people. And that's why I decided to do it myself. Cause I'm like, yo, I'm not okay, bro. Like, anytime a reoccurring event plays in my brain, why do I feel this way? Why do I feel like, yo, everybody get away from me? Why does my mood change? Why don't I know what's wrong with me? Right? I'm just being real. And also, for those who are new, definitely like and subscribe. If you're coming back, thank you. Right? I forgot to add that in there. Yeah, man, like, PTSD is not a joke. And I wish people on social media would stop self-diagnosing themselves and stop trying to make it seem like it's such like a trendy thing, because it's not fun. Sitting in thoughts that you don't want to have, or reoccurring traumatic events that you don't want to have, play back in your mind over and over and over and over and over again. That's not fun, bro. It's not fun, and I wish, like, I'm gonna keep saying, I wish a lot of us got help, because a lot of us want to be in relationships, or are in relationships, my bad, and the symptoms happen, and you don't know how to deal with it, and you expect her to deal with your issues, your baggage, right? And this is what I'm gonna say this about men too. I blame men a lot, man, on why, like, a lot of stuff is the way it is. Because look, you mean to tell me, right? Since he did what he did, he emotionally abused you, neglected you. Some men be putting their hands on women. Since that, right, that happened to you. The men, the men that try to be men of principle and men of honor, try to take care of their mental health and just try to be better than what they were shown. They gotta deal with that. They are putting that same, you feel me, as them. Yeah, like, we guilty till proven innocent out the womb. Like I said, black men, we they mad at us for just existing, bro. And this is what I say, man. Learn to love yourself. I'm telling y'all, learn to love yourself. Learn to deal with your own post-traumatic stress. Learn to deal with your own post-traumatic slave syndrome. Every black person got that. From the 5-year-old to the 30-year-old black man, they suffer from post-traumatic slave syndrome. Please read that book by Dr. Joy. Watch her videos, Dr. Joy, and it's a whole hour-long thing. I will put it link in the description if you need to get the book and you need to watch the videos. Come on, we can doom scroll on our phones all day, but we can't watch an hour video on post-traumatic stress, post-traumatic slave syndrome. A lot of us suffer from it, bro. A lot of us, like I said in one of my previous videos, they didn't abolish slavery in their minds, and we didn't either. You get what I'm trying to say, man? But look, that wraps up today's video, man. Shout out to the people who support me. Please take care of your mental health, bro. Please, man. This is the only thing. Like, yeah, the physical is cool, take care of your physical health, but the mental health you really gotta take care of, because a lot of people are battling so much up here. You gotta be mentally strong. You can be physically strong all you want, but the mental toughness. This is what the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ teaches us. The mental toughness is what really matters. It's you versus you every day. Word up. Nafsi, soul versus soul, man. Right? May Allah protect us. May Allah allow us to take care of our mental health. May the Creator continue to bless all of us and allow us to be better than last year, and allow us to self-identify with what we're going through. Because a lot of us don't even know what we're going through. I didn't even know what was wrong with me. Now I know. And now I'm willing to fix it, because it's for me. This is my life. Nobody can change your life but yours. Verily, God doesn't change the condition within the people unless they want to change it themselves. You get what I'm trying to say? Or nah, man. May God make us all better, though. Thank y'all, man. Stay tuned for another video, and we out. Peace.